Peace to all of my Seers posse. Peace to all of the Oracle posse and the Talking Tarot clique. So I came here to give a timely message. We don't know what that message is going to be just yet, but we shall allow the energy to follow along and see what comes up. I believe today is Wednesday, so happy Wednesday to everybody. Happy middle of the week. So I just wanted to come here and give something motivational. And I'm thinking maybe I should start with Oracle today. And I think that I will. All right. Calling in. First from my collective. I'm going to try to make this quick, y'all. All right. So you have air magic. Listen to wisdom. Right? Air magic. So I feel like, of course, air magic is the air elements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. All right. And so some of you guys may be waiting to hear back from somebody or someone. This could be concerning some type of opportunity. You have imagine, envision. So yeah, I feel like some of y'all could definitely be envisioning or, you know, harping on something that you may want to do, something that you may be wanting to do or maybe wanting to accomplish for quite some time. All right. And then on the top of the deck, you have affirmations for positive change. So I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely going towards something new in your life, whether it's a career, you know, or just a change, period. Okay, that's happening for a lot of people. A lot of people are just tired of the old. You know, it's causing a lot of people a lot of stagnant energy, a lot of anxiety because things are not moving the way they want them to move. All right. And I try to tell people all the time that there is what word am I looking for? I can't even think of the word I'm looking for. But anyway, when you're trying to, it's an art. There's an art to manifesting things. You know, it's a science to it. I think that's what I'm looking for. It's a science to that. You know, you don't just go, just because you think of something and it just mysteriously or magically happen. That can happen. But when it comes down to what it is you really want to do, when it consists of you putting in work or actually moving, and sometimes it's physical. What it is you want, it takes for you to put in a lot of physical movement. All right, you have make a move here. I'm gonna keep that. And on the top of the deck, you have affirmation for positive change. So some of y'all are just simply ready for the scope of your life to change. I feel like a lot of y'all are just tired of being in the same position, tired of going through the same stuff, tired of the same old people, tired of going in the same old places. You're just simply ready for something different. Some of y'all are tired of the same old dating options, tired of the same old relationship. I feel like a lot of y'all just woke up one day and was just like, you know what? I don't want to work here no more. I don't want to live in this neighborhood no more. I don't want to be over here no more. I don't want to do this. And that is not a mistake. That is completely by design. You're being called to move, to do something different because you have a different path or a different direction to go in your life. Some people get so complacent that all they do is just sit and think. Sit and imagine what they want to do. But see, you can sit here and think all you want to because air energy is also connected to your mind. So thinking about it, writing it down and envisioning it is one thing. But actually getting up, doing something about it is something different. Making the change and the necessary change and the necessary moves. When it comes down to manifesting, there's an art to it. You know, there are two things that we need when we're manifesting. We need reason and we need why. Your why always has to be stronger than your reason. And I'm finna tell you why. Because your reason is what sparks the idea in the first place. The reason is some of y'all are ready for something different. You're tired. You want to do something different. Some of y'all are tired of not getting the love and affection that you need, not getting the support that you need. And then you have make a move. But the problem is a lot of y'all get complacent because these are people that you're used to. You're doing things that you've become accustomed to. And to make those changes, it means that it can be uncomfortable for us. So we know the reason why you do it, but your why is what's going to make you be consistent when you don't want to be. It's going to make you stay persistent when you don't want to be. So that's the difference. When you're manifesting, you have to be able to have the consistency, because it's not, they say practice makes perfect, but it's consistency. You can practice one time a year and get perfect in 10 years. It'll take you 10 years to do that if you do it that way. But you can stay consistent and you could become good at something in a short period of time. And granted, a lot of people have children, or even some of us adults may have been told when we were younger that we had learning disabilities. And I've seen people with children that they refer to that way, and I beg to differ. My thing is, okay, your child can't be slow if they know how to go home and work a video game, if they know how to find what they want to watch on TV, but they can barely read, but they know what they're looking for. That's not a child that's slow. That's a child that you're not keeping busy enough, or you're not allowing them to be mentally stimulated enough for them to become accustomed to learning things a certain way. I don't think any child is slow. I think people have a certain way or a unique way of learning. And when you don't allow them to be put in those positions to where it's taking them out of a comfort zone or a place of complacency, they get stuck there mentally and they don't grow. They don't open up, and they never get an opportunity to expand their thinking, to expand their mentality, to expand their thinking abilities. So then we talk about them and we say they're slow, and we baby them, and we got to do this for them. No, you don't. Stop doing everything for your children, and then those children become adults that become crippled in life, and they don't know how to balance things out, or they don't know how to make the move, or to manifest, or to bring into fruition what they truly want. But they sit around and they come up with all these good ideas, but they don't know how to make a move on it. So now they're looking for people to hold their hand and walk them through it. That's how we become crippled adults. Somebody crippled us as children. Okay? And so I'm going to do a reading, since we already clearly see where this energy is going. This is going to be about manifesting so far. This is what the energy is that I'm picking up on. The art of manifesting. You know, a lot of people are looking for that. You know, and then you have the Tower. You have the King of Pentacles again. There are some people that could be aggravated right now, and maybe have a lot of animosity because things aren't going the way they want it to go. They keep envisioning what they want. They keep envisioning having this lucrative business, having this lucrative household, buying this house, buying this car, starting this, getting this building, or getting this patent, or getting this design, or having this relationship, whatever it is that they're trying to manifest. And the problem is everything they're doing is not working, because why? They don't have clear direction. They don't have the clarity that they need. And a lot of times the clarity comes from you putting in the work yourself, to go and do it. But then sometimes people have the audacity, and that's what I'm going to call it, the audacity, to get jealous and be in competition. How is it that you can focus on anything that you're doing if you're jealous and competition and having animosity in your heart because somebody else seems to be elevating more than you are? They're not doing anything special. They're doing what the art of manifesting requires them to do to get what it is they want. If you're trying to start a hair salon, there's going to be certain steps you need to take to start that. If you're trying to start a clothing line or sell hair, there's going to be certain steps you're going to have to take to start that. And some of those steps that you take are going to be more intricate than others depending on what it is that you're trying to do. So some people that want to compare what they're doing to somebody else, I feel like a jealous-hearted person is the most ungrateful person on the planet. And the reason why I say that is because you don't even have enough respect to respect the fact that you have your own identity. You're comparing yours to somebody else's. Everybody's success comes at different times because it all depends on, first of all, what you're doing. It all also depends on who you're around, who you're connecting with, who you're associating with, and what it takes to complete the task of what you're trying to do. And so for people to try and, again, some people just want it to come fast. And I tell people all the time, when you're doing something and your reason is stronger and your why is stronger than your reason, you know for a fact that you're going to have to take your time and put in the work. I'm not doing personal readings right now. I veered away from offering that. You know why? Because that was an easy business to start. But my why It's not being accomplished the way I need it to be accomplished. And I've been doing this for 3 years straight, nonstop, as far as the tarot and stuff like that. And coming public with it and being open and live about my spiritual gifts and stuff like that. Nonstop, consistent. Nonstop. But some people will think that I just started being this way when I picked up a card. No. I did a lot of studying in my life. I've had a lot of spiritual and religious experiences in my life that has put me in this position to be able to say the things I'm able to say, to be able to help people in the way that I'm able to help people. That came with experience, baby. Knowledge is the knowing. Wisdom is the ability to use it. Those are two different things. Two different things. There's a lot of, how they say, educated dummies out here. Just because you got a piece of paper up under your belt don't make you more intelligent or more wise or more smarter or knowledgeable than nobody. What does that is your ability to take what you have learned or been through or any bad experiences and take that pain and turn it into your pride, your power, and your passion. And you are using it not to elevate yourself, but to go out and uplift other people and help them through whatever dark period in time they're going through. This is why I do what I do. That's why I can go nonstop like I do. Write 4 books in 2 years. That's why I can do this. Because my why is stronger. It outweighs everything else. And I'm not just running through it because I want a quick success overnight. No. Talking Tarot has been going for several years. It just didn't get developed until I got tired of being in my shell and allowing other people's opinions to foreshadow my journey. When I broke out of that shell, it was like letting a lion out of a cage. Ain't no stopping that. When you get a wild animal into its element, that animal is gone. It's going to do what it's supposed to naturally do. You cannot keep a lion in a cage. It becomes depressed. And when you finally let it out, it might eat you because it's angry. You done kept it tied up for so long. So I feel like a lot of y'all are in this place that you know you have a greater calling and a greater purpose, but you can't figure out what it is because you're not taking your time. And you're not crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You want somebody to do that for you. You want guidance. And there's nothing wrong with needing guidance. That's the wise thing to do when you don't know how to do something. But learn how to become a self-taught individual. Because there are small things and intricate things that you could go out here and figure out how to do yourself. It's going to require you to have your pen and your paper. It's going to take you some days, some minutes, hours, weeks, months to figure it out. Sometimes even years. But who cares? Is your why really stronger than all the other reasons why you're doing what you're doing, that you're doing what you're doing? You know, so the Queen of Swords is out here. Look, and then this popped out again, the Five of Wands, and it came out in reverse. So I feel like a lot of y'all are struggling with, you know, being competitive, trying to compete with other people. You're never going to get to where you're trying to be like that. If you're trying to connect with other people that's going to help you, don't get around these people and start getting jealous of them. Because now you defeating the purpose. Look at that. Sometimes people do what they do because they want the recognition. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be famous. And if that's your thing, then that's your thing. Ain't nobody knock you for that. If that's what it is if that's your goal. But you cannot possibly think that you're going to get around people that's already doing what they're doing, that's walking in a purpose that may have more weight than yours, and that you can come around with that negative energy and try to latch on to them just to get what they have. Because it's going to always blow up in your face. Because even though you may think you can hide your true intentions from the people, but when you're dealing with people that have a spiritual purpose, no matter what it is they're doing, having a spiritual purpose doesn't always mean you doing what I'm doing. It doesn't mean that you in religion either. It's a young man on my page. He called himself Mathematics. He ain't doing none of that. He's not reading people. He's not showing people how to do rituals and all of that type of stuff. But he has another calling, and it's still spiritual because it's helping people come out of a dark place that he was once in. He's helping other people become unchained just by sharing his story. And he's been consistent with it. That's a spiritual purpose right there. The fact that you have fought to cut these chains. Y'all, let me tell y'all something about being in these chains. You got to wiggle your way. Fight. sometimes them chains will cut you trying to get out of them. It hurts to come out of toxic places, bad habits, addictions. It hurts to walk away from doing things that your body has become accustomed to, because you're dealing with your own childhood scars and wounds and depression and your own abandonment issues and your own, abuses that you had to live with. Whether it was you abusing yourself because of whatever you felt you lacked or just got caught up with the wrong crowd, it doesn't matter. These chains hurt when you get stuck to something. You become like a Siamese twin to those bad habits, to those toxic ways, to those addictions. And if we know any Siamese twins or synced any programs about it, they have to undergo surgery to separate those twins from one another. And there's a strong possibility that when those surgeries happen, either one or both of those twins may not come out alive. My father, my biological father, had addictions. And he couldn't break them chains. And he tried to go without his addiction. And he didn't make it through. Them complications took him out of here. So when you see somebody that's fought through something to get where they are, don't come in with that hating energy, because you don't know what this person had to go through to break those negative chains, them generational curses, to heal from them childhood traumas and them wounds to get to this place right here. All you see is the glory, but you don't know the storm they went through to get there. And I will never respect people who walk around in competition, jealous of somebody else's power or jealous of somebody else's gifts and talents, because you don't know what that person had to go through. And for you to be jealous of that, you're not even respecting your own process. You ain't respecting your own struggle, because you're too busy paying attention to somebody else's. And if some of the things that you're doing ain't working for you, maybe you should check that about yourself, because that could possibly be the strong reason why your stuff don't manifest. The divine won't see it through because you ain't right within. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Just because you think you're hiding it with this Five of Wands being in reverse, people still see it. Because even though this Queen of Swords in upright can be a bitch, when she's not in the right energy, she can be very cold-hearted, jealous, and bitter, and mad, and angry. But she can also have the ability to try to hide it. But people still see it, baby. You still showing up with the Five of Wands in reverse, which means you're hiding how you truly feel. But people can hear it through your conversation. Because one thing about the Queen of Swords, she's going to tell the truth, even if it's the ugly truth and she don't realize that she's telling the truth. If you got negative energy in you, that truth going to come out when you're carrying this Queen of Swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's still going to come out. You're not going to be able to hide it. You're only going to be fooling yourself. Give me more messages for this energy, and then I'm going to clarify some of this, and then I'm out of here. But yes, there's an art to manifesting. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You know, some of y'all may be trying to manifest for stability. You know, some of y'all can have children. Some of y'all could be trying to manifest marriage. Whatever it is that you're doing, you have the Lovers here. All right. Sometimes when you're manifesting certain things, you have to do that by yourself if you're not already in a relationship. Because if you don't, then those relationships become distractions. You understand? And some of y'all chasing relationships that ain't doing nothing but bringing out the worst in you. And you wonder why your manifestations won't come true. Why would you want to chase somebody that's meant to be kicked out of your life? If somebody is in your life and they're not treating you well, they're not respecting, you know, your abilities, that what you're setting out to do, your goals, you know, your long-term, your short-term goals, they're not respecting that. They don't support you. They're not helping you, being there for you, being a strong, stronghold, so that y'all are working together, building those bricks one by one. Why do y'all chase people that's only taken from you? Draining you, leaving you hurt, soaking wet at night with your pillow all soaked up because you were crying thinking something wrong with you. Some of y'all don't realize that these people were meant to be put out of your life, and you don't want to let these people go. That's why you can't manifest. You stopping them from getting their karma because you don't want to let go. So guess why you catching karma? Because you holding on to something the divine said no. to. No. This is going to bring you problems, but you still want to hold on to it because you only see what you want to see. Some of y'all in these relationships chasing because it's just sexual. Because it look good. Because it look what it look like on the outside. Because you concerned with your material maintenance, but not your spiritual, mental, and emotional maintenance. That's why you can't manifest. Because you ain't following the path of the art of how to manifest. Give me 2 more messages. You have the Knight of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. Some of y'all are on point with y'all manifestation. Some of y'all are doing everything y'all are supposed to do, and as a result, it may be taking a very long time with this Knight of Cups energy to show up in your life, but baby, when you're least expecting it, boom, the divine said, here I go. Here I go. You gonna get it when you least expect it. And some of y'all had to go through hell and hot water and a lot of resistance to get what you had to get. But you put your foot down and you didn't let nobody stop you. You kept your eyes on the prize. See, all of that's called the art of manifesting. As a result, a lot of y'all are going to be very well off financially. Some of y'all don't even realize that you have a spiritual inheritance that's getting ready to manifest for you in the physical. And people gonna be like, it's gonna look like a whole fairy tale to other people. Or because people tried to be jealous of you and doubt you and speak negativity upon what you were doing, even though they probably didn't even know. See, the Queen of Swords gonna tell you the truth, but the Queen of Swords ain't gonna tell you everything. Queen of Swords gonna tell you only what's necessary for you to know. Because the Queen of Swords understands she has to keep things to herself. That's why she has this sword here. Because you're going to get cut off after a certain point. You're not going to be able to get up in this space like that. So the Queen of Swords can be somebody that appear to be very cold and detached to other people. But that's because the Queen of Swords don't like all that drama. On the flip side of her energy, she don't like all that because the Queen of Swords is a thinker. So she has to think her way into what it is that she wants. And as a result, if that's you, you're being rewarded for that too. You're being rewarded for your ability to be able to keep people at a distance, even though those are people you love, things that you love. You understand? You're staying consistent because your why is stronger than your reason. Okay? Give me one more message for this energy. One more message for this energy. Let's see what does the divine have to say to us? The Ace of Cups. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all done manifested y'all way into something that's going to be so fulfilling to you. And this I just heard for the rest of your life. So whatever it is that you guys are doing, this is going to fulfill you for the rest of your life. And this also tells me that a lot of y'all been working on this for years. This is not something you just tried to do within the last year, 2 months, 6 months, 8 months. This has been a long time. I'm hearing Sam Cooke. It's been a long time coming. But I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. That change is here and it's happening now right before your eyes. And sometimes you know how they say when you do all the cooking and you keep trying to taste your food, sometimes you can't taste it because you tasted everything. So when you're a work in progress and you're consistent at with it, everybody else sees your hard work, and sometimes you don't. So I'm here to tell you, give yourself a hug, a pat on the back, kiss your hand, kiss your ring, baby, and get ready for an unexpected flow of abundance to just fall down on you out the blue. Because what you have been calling to yourself, you stayed consistent, you stayed focused, and you did it in a way that was moral. With this alignment energy here, you had to fight to keep yourself aligned because you had all this negativity going on behind the scenes, but it didn't stop you. It didn't stop you. All it did was go back and blow up in their face. Anybody that even tried to think negative about what you were doing or anything on you, it blew up in their face. Because the divine said, whoever I'm speaking to has a very genuine soul. And you're getting ready to deserve everything you're about to get. And I feel like if it's love, marriage, money, business, all of that, whatever your heart desire, whatever your little heart desire, it's already set and done. It's already written in stone. And I feel like this 6 of Cups is about your future. Because the 6 of Wands is here. You have 2 6s here. Whatever you have been destined for on this planet, a lot of y'all are now going through those changes to get to that place. And unfortunately, those changes is going to come with a lot of fallouts, arguments, heated discussions, animosity, people not getting mad because you're not doing what they want you to do. You're taking your own route because you're listening to your own intuition and doing what you feel that's something sitting on you, aggravating you, because you know it's something you need to get up and go do. You looking at it. You've got your eyes on the prize. It keeps showing up to you everywhere you look, through synchronicities, through songs, through other people, through other things people are saying. You keep seeing it pop up in your face on social media. Every time you look at something because you're trying to read something or listen to a video, you keep seeing it and hearing it. So it's something you know you're supposed to be doing. However, you have people that just want to keep you stuck because they want you to do what they want you to do. So understand that when you start grounding yourself and centering yourself on what it is you're supposed to do for you, that is when you're going to start seeing those real transitions come into your life. That is the art of manifestation. You have to know how to release everything you know sometimes. And it might hurt because, again, when you're releasing yourself from something that you know that you've been attached to all your life or over a period of time, there's no easy transition on this planet for nobody. For nobody. I don't talk to all my family members, and people say certain things to me about that. I don't care if you're my mother. If you're toxic, then I must love you from a distance. Period. Okay? So a lot of y'all may, finally be through paying your child support. You understand? Your children may be, somehow be emancipated from some type of hardship you were going through with that. Something that could have been keeping you stuck. Whatever it was, help is here. You're being rewarded as we speak. And it's happening slow victory. I just heard slow victory, baby. Horus. Y'all know that's also where they got hours from. So timing, divine timing. It's taking time, baby, but you're building an empire for some of my people. And if you're planning on doing that, you're not going to do that overnight. So I'm not going to clarify any of this energy. I think we all got the message that there is an art of motive to manifesting, and it's a science to it. And a lot of y'all are going through what y'all going through, not seeing some of those results because of some inner changes that you need to make within yourself. Those transitions all start within. How you going to win when you ain't right within? Come again. Holla at your girl. Peace.